Hey, Mars Hill family. Well, today is Thursday, September the 11th, and yesterday in our nation, Charlie Kirk was assassinated. Last night at our small group, I know there was a collective heaviness, really a weight of mixed emotions, anger, sadness, and many other things mixed together there. And then at the men's Bible study I was at this morning, kind of similar. So, you know how Jesus in the tense moment reflected in John chapter 14 said to the disciples, don't let your heart be troubled. And so I wanted, if I can, to provide a little perspective that I hope will be helpful. So let me frame this up, if I could, for us biblically, and also perhaps guide us into a biblical approach moving forward. First of all, it's a great tragedy. Any and every murder is. We grieve it. It's okay. There's a righteous form of anger that I believe many of us feel. There's a sadness and an ache for any soul that is lost at the hands of evil. That's what this is, taking a human life. There's another layer, obviously, here. We feel the weight of loss for his wife and two children. And that's just a gut punch to those of us that care in general. Many, I know he's a big public figure, and many have cared with public figures. Often, it's as though we know them, and so it hits a little closer to home. And so it's okay to grieve that. I think what we do in response is we pray, and I know you are. We pray for his wife. We pray for his children. We trust God to care for them. Certainly, they will be impacted immensely, and we support them in prayer. And if God has other ways that you find to support them and encourage them, certainly, then we act on those. But the next level of this is the role that Charlie Kirk played in the world. He was engaged as an influencer in our civic life, our politics, and we feel angry in response to that too. For many of us who agreed with and aligned with Charlie Kirk, uh, the cause for truth and the cause of the gospel, the cause of what I would, my opinion, and I know you may not agree with Charlie Kirk fully or me fully, it's okay, but what I believe to be a biblical frame of reference. Certainly, I did not listen to every single thing Charlie Kirk has ever put out, but the things I did listen to, I agreed with. This was a guy, I heard his testimony. I believe from that testimony, he is in heaven right now. I heard him describe and articulate beautifully his motivation to do what he was doing was a biblical motivation, a love for God, a response to the gospel and the Great Commission, perfectly aligned with what I believe every Christian's motivation should be. When I heard him speak, I love that he was on college campuses engaging in what I believe to be the pinnacle of what college campuses ought to be about, um, that arena of ideas, that conversation in pursuit of truth. Any of those that I ever heard from him, online or wherever else I heard them, I agreed 100% with what I heard him. He would say he's just someone who wanted to know and then um, communicate truth. And I believe he did. He communicated truth in love. So whether you're on that side or not, or to whatever degree you would agree with that or not, that's a secondary point in this particular case. The cause of the gospel, the cause of the Great Commission in every arena of our culture and society, including politics, uh, is our business as Christians. So this hurts in that context as well, and it hurts us. Let's frame it up just a bit, however. It feels like a statement perhaps on just how far we are, how far gone we are as a culture, and that's sad. We grieve the political vitriol. We grieve that there can't be more civility in the disagreeing. And then when you see something this extreme, it amplifies maybe how far gone we are, and we're sad about that. Let me frame that up just for a second and Dana and I have been driving today up to where my dad's funeral is going to be on Saturday in Kentucky, and it happens to be the funeral will be in the same county where Abraham Lincoln was born. And so I said, well, if I can put together a little encouragement, maybe this would be the right setting for it. And so the building behind me houses the itty bitty little log cabin in which Abraham Lincoln was born. He was assassinated. Again, whether you agreed with Abraham Lincoln 100% or 80% or 60% or 0%, um, yeah, what we've experienced with Charlie Kirk yesterday isn't the first time in our history, and unfortunately, if we know about history what we know about history, it won't be the last time. And uh, again, framing this up, we've been blessed. It's been a long time since we've had a political assassination in our country. Ideally, we drive and work towards having none going forward. These are dark days, but our country and the world has gone through dark, even darker days before. So here's what we do: we grieve, we help, we support, and we advance the cause of truth and love. We live in truth and love. We don't retaliate. We channel our anger um, in the right direction, meaning it's against the forces of evil in this dark world. And so our weapon, primarily and first, is to get down on our knees and fight. We fight for truth to advance, for eyes to be open, for light to replace darkness, for love to triumph over hate. And then we go out and follow up on those exact virtues in action as we live in every arena, including even the political arena. We love when hated. We bless when cursed. We serve when despised. All the while not backing down. We don't let the threat of violence keep us from speaking what's true. And so that's the path forward, brothers and sisters. We comfort each other. We comfort those who are struggling and hurting, and we help each other move forward. We are praying like Jesus taught us to pray. Lord, your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. And as we pray that, then we go advance it in any and every environment that we find ourselves. So that's it, brothers and sisters. This flag is at half staff, rightly so. And we grieve, we encourage, we support, and we build the case and the cause of truth and love inseparably together going forward. All right. Thanks.